Right. Right. Ready, brother? Marshall.
Mausar, Banyahara, Banyashal.
Mausar, Banyahara, Banyashal.
Yahbashem Yashabaratham.
Yahbashem Yashabaratham.
Yashalam.
At this moment, we're going to do the prayers. Imagine, which means to stand. Palak Wadam, which face the east.
Your Lord pray in Hebrew, Abanaw. Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
I.S.U.P.K.
Shemka. Yahweh. Taba'ah. Batazai. I.S.U.P.K. Baharatazah. Kawa. Bashemayim. Tathina. The Cow. Yawam. Wasalakina. Kawapina, Wala'ah, Taba'ayna, Ba'asayawan, Abal, Hawashayna, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Akab, Habalako, Wala'ala, Wala'ata Paraf, Wala'alon,
Amen.
Right, this is the Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Is a power in Hebrew. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Bogashah. Thonina. Hakak. La Para. Kal Makala. Wakal Manawa. Hakak. La Tahar. Ha Matazarayim. Hakak. Ha. La. Hakoyim. Hamatayim. Hakak. El Karoth. Hatamalo, Garashon, Bashim the water month.
This is the prayer for the power in the English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
So Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Asha, El Young, El Harayam, Ma'atan, Yabah, Azari, Ma'an, Yahweh, Asha, Shemayim, Baharatazah, Alatan, Namawak, Regal, El Nanawam, Shamar, Hana la'a.
Hana la'a.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yadashun.
Yashun.
Sharamar.
Sharamar.
Yasha'al.
Yasha'al.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Tazalika.
Tazalika.
Ayah.
Ayah.
Yamka.
Yamka.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Yashamash.
Yashamash.
La'aya kanka.
La'aya kanka.
Yarak.
Yarak.
Alil.
Alil.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Rakarai.
Rakarai.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Avnapashka.
Avnapashka.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Yashamar Tazanka.
Yashamar Tazanka.
Waba'anka.
Waba'anka.
Ma'idai.
Ma'idai.
I.
This is Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift my eyes into the hills.
I will lift my eyes into the hills.
First cometh my help.
First cometh my help.
My help coming from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee,
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel,
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by
nor the
day,
moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going
and
out
thy coming in
and thy coming in.
from this time forth
From this time forth.
and even forevermore.
Even forevermore.
So Psalms 83 in Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alright.
Al Dabayal Lakar.
Al Dabayalaka.
Al Dakarash.
Al Dakarash.
Al Dashakwat.
Al Tashakwat.
Al.
Al.
Hahana.
Hahana.
Waba'an Yaka.
Wama'an.
Okay.
Hama'ayawan.
Hama'ayawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al Amilka.
Al Amilka.
Ra'ay Yamwa.
Ya'ayamawa.
Sawadah.
Sawadah.
Wa'ata.
Wa'ata.
Wa'ay Tazawa.
Wa'atazawa.
Al Tazapawanya.
Al Tazawanika.
Amarwa.
Amaro.
Lakatwa.
Lakadwa.
Wayakakia.
Wayakakina.
Wagayawa.
Wagayo.
Wala I.S.U.P.K.
I.S.U.P.K.
Shum Yashal.
Shem Yasha'al.
Awadah.
Awadah.
Hayat.
Hayat.
Na'ay Tazawa.
Na'ay
Labai.
Labai.
Lakatwa.
Lakadwa.
Al Yunka.
Al Yunka.
Barath.
Barak.
Yakar Rothwa.
Yikaratwa.
Alahaya.
Alahai.
Adawam.
Alawam.
Wayashamai.
Wayashmai.
Allah Yom Ma Awa.
Say again.
Sorry. Yom Ma Wa Abba.
Yamama Abba.
Wa Hagarium.
Ragariam.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa Imawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa Malak.
Wa'amalak.
Palashah.
Halashak.
Ayn Yashakwa.
Anyashaba.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gum Ashwar.
Gum Ashwar.
Dalawar.
Dalawar.
Ma'ayn.
Ma'ayn.
Hayawar.
Hayawar.
Sarawai.
Sarawai.
Abayalawat.
Abayalawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Ashalaham.
Ashalaham.
Yapyan.
Yamabiyam.
Kasayasarat.
Kasiyat Sarat.
Kagyapyan.
Kayapyan.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Kawashwan.
Washwan.
Nashadamwa.
Nation Dama.
By Ayan da Ira.
Ira the Ira.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La'adama.
La'adama.
Shayat Damwa.
Shayadama.
Nadad.
Nadad.
Ya Mawa.
Yamawa.
Karab.
Karab.
Wa Kazaabia.
Wakazabi.
Wa Kazabak.
Wakazabak.
Wa Kataza. Oh, sorry. Wa Katazal na Mana.
Wakazamana.
Okay. Ka Nasaya Kayamwa.
Nakasama.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Narash.
Narash.
Narawa.
Nanawa.
Af. Narawa.
Nanawa.
Alahayam.
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 Alahaya.
Shawadawa.
Shawadawa.
Kagawa.
Kagawa.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
La Panya Wakar.
Kapayalakwa.
Kaash.
Kaash.
The Arya Yawa.
The Arya.
Wa. Sorry. Wa. Kala Arpa.
Walakalababa.
Dalahat.
Dalahat.
Alahariya.
Alahari.
Khan.
Khan.
Daradampo.
Daradam.
Basar Arya.
Basaraka.
Wabasa. Okay. Wabasa.
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 Wapanka.
Wabasa. Wanyaka.
Wapanika. Dabahayam.
Dabahayam.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panahanyam.
Panahayam.
Kwalawan.
Kwalawan.
Wai'ai Bashka.
I.S.U.P.K.
Shumka.
Shemka.
Yahawah.
Yahweh.
Yash. Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Wayaba Aya.
Yabaya.
Ayai. Waya Kapara.
Kapara.
Waya Abatwa.
Abadwa.
Yawadawa.
Yawadawa.
Kaya Adar.
Kayata.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Labaika.
Abaya.
Ilai Wayan.
Allah Wayan.
Al Kaha.
Al-Kaha.
Al-Ratazah.
Al-Ratazah. All right. This is Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee, have lifted up their head.
Have lifted up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty
against
counsel
thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted
consulted
against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come.
and let us cut them off.
Let us cut them off
from being a nation.
from being a nation.
That the name of Israel,
That the name of Israel
may be more will be no more in remembrance.
There will be no more remembrance.
They have consulted together.
They have consulted together
With one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate
The
against thee.
tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And of the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
And of the Moab.
And the Moab.
And of the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
Gebal.
Gebal.
And Ammon.
Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur also is joined with them.
Ashur also have joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Selah.
Selah.
Do unto them,
Do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kishon,
at the brook of Kishon,
which perished and endured.
which perished and endured.
They became dung for the earth.
They have become dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
With nobles like the
and
rest.
like Zeeb.
Like Zeeb.
Yea,
Yea.
all the princes of Zabak,
All the princes of
and
Sabbath.
Zammunah,
And Zammunah.
who said,
Said,
Let us take to
Let us
ourselves
take to ourselves
the house of Yahweh,
the house of Yahweh
in possession.
in possession.
Oh, my power,
Oh, my power.
make them like a wheel,
Make them like a wheel.
as it stumbled before the wind.
and stumble before the wind.
As the fire burned the wood,
As the fire burns the wood.
and as the flame set the mountains on
As the
fire,
flames set the mountains on fire.
so persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempests,
with thy tempests.
and make them afraid
Make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill thy face with shame.
and seek the name.
And seek the name.
O
O
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
let them be confounded,
Let them be confounded.
in trouble forever.
Trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea.
let them be put to
Let
shame,
them be put to shame.
and perish,
Perish.
that men may know
That men may know
that thou,
that thou,
his name alone,
his name alone,
is Yahweh,
Yahweh,
are the most high,
are the most high,
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
Right. SARS, turn. Shabby needs to be seated. All right. All right, let's clap it up. Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ. Y'all by Shem Yashad Barakatah to the brothers. Yahweh Shemal Latham by Shem Yashad and sisters. Welcome to another Sabbath service. I'm Priest Officer 500, Officer Kaz. To my far right, at the mighty Priest Officer 50 of Napashkaya. This mighty man, his word in the middle is Trooper Marvel Soft. And we are welcome to the Sabbath service. We be on YouTube, Facebook. Should be able to keep us live. When you got any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. Those rooms should be up, correct? The Facebook up, running live?
Go.
YouTube. All right, so we come to you live and direct here in Decatur, 3353 Glenwood Road in Decatur, Georgia. And we're here for Sabbath for you. Before we get started, I want to go ahead and give 31 seconds of silence for those brothers that happened that brother and sister that was killed up in Buffalo, and for those babies that was killed in Texas. You understand? So we'll give a moment of silence for that real quick before we get started. All right, Most High in Christ. All right, here we go. Like I said, this is Sabbath service. Welcome to Sabbath service for you, man. The Lord told us to be here on the Sabbath to get the holy convocation for everybody together. So if you're not here at the Sabbath, you should be here. You understand? You should be here. If we're here, the Lord requires us to be here. You should be here as well. And that we're going to start at Deuteronomy 1 and 30. what we normally would do. This is to give you back our culture. We teach, we talk, we call brothers up. We say the Hebrew. We read out the scriptures from the first 7 chapters. We're going to start in Deuteronomy 1 and 30. We're going to start at 1 and 30. So if you have a blue letter Bible, you'll be able to see the actual English and the Hebrew side by side, simultaneously. And you should be able to follow along with us. So what we're going to do now is have the brother read first Deuteronomy 1 through 30, the first 7 chapters. We'll read it in Hebrew, then we come back behind it, and we'll read it, and we'll go ahead and explain it and break it down to you in English. If you got any questions, don't be afraid to ask the questions. Type in the chat room, whatever the case may be. We got some brothers and sisters monitoring the chat room, so if you have any questions in there, they'll let us know, and we'll be able to answer your questions, all right? We'll go ahead and kick it off.
Deuteronomy 1 and 30. Yahweh, Yakam, Yakam, La, Nayakam, Haya, Yala, Layakam, Lakam, Kakal, Ashar, Asha, Thakam, Bamatazarayam, Laaya, Slaki, Laaya, Nayakam, Rabama.
It's make sure you say
Oh, Slaki. 31, verse 31. Rabama, the bar, Ashar, Ra'aya, Ashar, Nasha Ak, Yahweh, Allah, Ya, Kashar, Slakia. Slakia. Kashar, Yasha, Ayash, Af, Banyar, Slaki, Banyar, Bakal, Adarak, Ashar, Halakatham, Id, Ba'akam, Id, Hamakoram, Hada, verse 32. Rabadabar, Hada, Hazah, Nakam, Mashama, Mayak, Mayakam, Baya'ira, Baya'ara, Allahayakam, verse 33. Hahalak, Lapanayakam, Lapanyakam. But the rock, the Thara, Lacham, Makaram, Lakana Thakam, Ba'ash, La Yala, La Ra'a, Thakam, La Ra'il Athakam, Badarak, Ashar, Thalakar, Thalakawa, Ba, Raka'a, Na, Slakia, Raba'i, Na, Yarad, Mom, verse 34. Raya Shammai. Yahweh, Ath, Korah, the Barak Yakum, Waya Kotaza,
Okay, it's Raya Shabai.
Raya Shabai. What? La'amar. Verse 35. Yara'ah. Slaki. Ayash. Ba'anashayim. Ha'ala. Hadawar. Ara'ai. Hazah. Rataz. Ha'arataza. Arataza. Hasaraba. Ashar. Nashabai. Athia. Hashabai Daya. Lathatha. La'abathayakim. Verse 36. Zaralatha Thaya Kalab Ban Yapa Na Yabanyan Yapana Ara Yara'ana Ralawa Atha Ha'arataza Ashar Darak Ba'a Ralabanaya, Ralabanaya, Labanyawa, Ya'at, Ya'an, Ashar, Mala'ah, Akaria, Yahweh, last verse, 37. Gambanya, Hatha'ana, Yahweh, Bagalakam, La'amar, Gam, Atha, La'ah, Zabah, Sham.
Hey, clap it up for him. Tough words in there, but you're gonna spit them out, huh? Most High in Christ. You can go back to the that's what practice do for you, man. That Hebrew, man, it's a tough thing, but you keep practicing to pound it out. Most High in Christ did an awesome job, man. Let's go back to verse 30. We're gonna read it in English and we're gonna break it down. Can anybody tell me who was that from last week? Anybody know? Anybody been studying, remembering, listening, and watching?
Oh yes, Lucky, okay. Pretty much Moses was giving, giving each man 12 men of different tribes, 12 tribes of Israel,
right,
to go send report to different cities, to scope out, to scout out different cities. And like we always do, we was trained at this time to like show fear or something, cause of they show fear of some tall men and be like that. Oh, these cities are tall, man. We ain't doing that.
Right.
Cause we have a nature to always complain about something. We train to instantly see something that we can't handle, but they don't understand these laws, statutes, commandments. David, I don't know his height. He was kind of deep, small dude, but you had Goliath.
9 feet tall.
He was like 9 feet tall. Goliath was huge. So Goliath said, come to me, come to me, basically threatening to kill him. But shoot, David, he used a simple weapon as a slingshot.
So
I used like a little sling to rock, hit to the head, a simple weapon.
They were supposed to go seek out the land, and they was afraid, pretty much.
Yeah.
Them brothers was afraid. They went to seek out the land. The Lord said, "There's a land already given to you already. I want you to go out there and do recon, go out there and check some stuff out, and come back and give me the report." But them brothers went out, and like Officer the Boss was saying, they saw the tall people, they got shook, they got scared, and they left back. And that's what we're gonna start off. We're gonna break it down here from what happened next. All right, let's go ahead and read the English, verse 30.
It's like it was Moab.
Moab. That's right. Right. Put an economic.
We shouldn't be scared of no Down Central race.
All right. Read the English for me, brother.
Deuteronomy 1:30 in the English. The Lord your God, which goeth before you, he shall fight for you, according to all that he did for you in Egypt before your eyes.
And the Lord is reminding them that this is what I did for you. The Lord is going to go and fight for you, just like we did in Egypt. Just like the Lord brought you out of Egypt, you watched all the Egyptians die and crushed in that water. This is what you watched all this. This is what I'll do for you. I'll go before you and fight your battles. And we got to bring that to today's time, man. Those poor children that was killed, our brothers and sisters that was killed in there, man. It should have been that's our fault. We should be somewhat in remorse for that. You understand? Our parents, we got to do better. We got to teach our parents to keep these laws, statutes, commandments. That's the only way you can prepare your children for anything. You keep those laws, statutes, commandments. You do that. That's exactly what the Lord tells you to do. He'll go forth and slay your enemies for you. He'll go forth and make sure that child that was supposed to be in that class, he's not going to be in there. You understand? So this is what the Lord do. The Lord will fight our battle. So at this point, the Lord was reminding Israel, look, I brought you from out of the battle coming out of Egypt. You see with your own eyes. And sometimes we see that today. We see what the Lord does, and somehow we just miraculously, like Judites and like most Israelites, when I say Israelites and blacks, sometimes I mean the Spanish, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we get short term. We don't remember those things that the Lord done for us, man. You remember the time that you were starving, and then the Lord came and you just out of the blue, there was some money in your account. Or out of the blue, someone came and fed you. You forgot those times. So when it's time and trouble come in, now you forget the time where the Lord brought you from, and you start being afraid. Well, you're afraid because you're really not keeping the law, statutes, commandments. You're not doing what the Lord is telling you to do. That's why you're afraid. But once you start keeping the law, statutes, commandments, and doing what the Lord actually instructs you to do, you're not afraid. You know, I.S.U.P.K, the commander in Yahanna, I am not afraid of anything that happens out there. I may be concerned about things. That's a different thing. You be concerned and be discerning. But as far as being afraid, there's no fear out there. There's no fear. All right, keep reading.
Okay. Verse 31. And in the wilderness, where thou hast seen how that the Lord thy God bare thee, as a man doth bear his son, and all the way that ye went until you came into this place.
That's right. The Lord took care of him all up until the time he came to this place. He brought you up all them things, and now you come to this place. And now it's time to be afraid. Now it's time to be scary. You know, you was in the wilderness when you was hungry and starving, the Lord provided for you. And now you want to be afraid for this? Come on, man. Keep reading.
Okay, verse 32. Yet, and this thing ye did not believe the Lord your God.
That's the thing you did. You didn't believe the Most High. You didn't have enough faith in the Lord to bring you out of the problems that you're about to face right now. That you let some tall, lanky, African, Moab, whoever, dog, doo-doo wearing, or doo-doo smelling, like my brother said, Down syndrome people, you're afraid of them? When the Lord said, you are Yasha'Allah. I'm with you. The Most High God is with you. You shouldn't be afraid of those things. You let fear creep in. And just like in our lives right now, we let fear creep in and things overtake us. But the fear, the Lord didn't give us the spirit of fear. That comes from the Satan. That's the Lord didn't give us that fear. He gave us to be men, to stand up. If you die, you die. Even our women. Who said that? Ruth said, if I die, I die. Was that Ruth? When she went in there and she had to go fight for Israel? I think it was Ruth.
Was it Ruth?
One of them sisters, man. But she said, look, if I die, I die. Because she understood that helping her people was better than anything. It was more important than anything. We're a nation. And you can't be afraid to die. You understand? Especially when the Lord's going to, regenerate. You'll be back on the earth again. I'd rather die like that, fighting for my people, than to die a senseless death. You understand? So we shouldn't be afraid of any of these things. Keep reading.
Okay. Verse 33. Who went in the way before you to search you out a place to pitch your tents in.
Like it was Esther.
Esther.
Yeah, Esther. Like, I gotta get that right. Go ahead, brother. Read again. Start from the top.
Okay. Verse 33. Who went in the way before you to search you out a place to pitch your tents in, and fire by night to shew you by what way you should go, and in a cloud by day.
Man, the Lord, when we was coming out of Egypt, man, the Lord was in front of us. When we was in the dark, them chariots came, and they had a light. It was lighting your path that way. You understand? That's what it says when it says, who went in the way before you to search out a place to pinch your tent in the fire by night, to show you. I mean, we was in the dark. You know how dark the wilderness is out there? There is no lights. There's nothing. You have the stars out there, but if you ever go out at nighttime in the middle of the country, it's dark. And you can't see nothing. You can damn see the hand in front of your face. You can damn see that. But the Lord was so, the Lord said, you know what, look. He was so powerful that he gave us a chariot by night so we could see. So we can see, and you fix your tents, you fix your places up, take care of them babies, the elderly, get everybody together. That's what the Lord has done. Keep reading.
Okay. Verse 34. And the Lord heard the voice of your words, and was wroth, and sware, saying, verse 35, surely there shall not one of these men of this evil generation see that good land, which I swear to give unto your forefathers, unto your fathers.
The Lord heard the mumbling and complaining, and he heard the report that came back. He heard that Israel was afraid, and the Lord said, you know what? The Lord was wroth. Nobody know what wroth means. The Lord was angry, man. The Lord was mad. After all the stuff I took you all through, and you're going to come and give me a report like this? And you're afraid? I hear all the stuff coming up from me. You're going to tell me you're afraid? I am the Lord. I'm with you. Who else do you want with you besides you? Who can take over your battles for you and win the battle? You want the Lord to be on your side. But the Lord says, since I heard this murmuring, complaining, I heard the bad report that you came from, none of y'all to get this land. None of y'all to get this land. And that's just like today, man. We complain and we murmur about the jobs that we got to do for the Lord. We complain about coming to Sabbath service. We complain about coming to classes. We complain about all the things that we got to do. Man, I want to get my hair cut the right way. I want edges. I want to be like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I want that. I want that design in my head. Sister, I want to be whorish too. I want to wear clothes. I want to show my breasts. I want to show all this like everybody else. This is what you want to do. And the Lord said, I hear all this stuff that you do. I hear the report that y'all are hearing. But what did I say do? I told you to dress modestly. I told you don't follow after the ways of the heathens. Don't get them daggone haircuts from the daggone heathen, Egyptian haircuts. The Lord said, follow my path. But I hear you murmuring, complaining, want to be like the other nations. So I'm mad with y'all. So the Lord is mad with us, Israel. This is not our sleep. This is not our rest. The Lord is utterly upset with us right now. Because in the time that we're supposed to be in time out, we're getting punished, we want to join our oppressors. We want to do things like they do. That's like saying I'm going to prison for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? You get into prison, all the world that you just left, you come into a prison, and now you want to start celebrating the day you came in. You want to start celebrating CEO's days. You want to start celebrating all the stuff that they do inside this prison. All thing you're supposed to do is do your time and get the hell out. You're not supposed to become part of the prison. You do your time. You keep the laws that you understood out there that got you in here. You messed up. But you still understand those laws that you're supposed to do. You keep them while you're in there. So we're not captivity. This is a punishment that we're supposed to go through. We're not supposed to, in our punishment, join into your oppressors. They want to do everything they do. Join the holidays. We got Memorial Days coming up. Talking about the Memorial Day of your oppressor dying. We got brothers and sisters dying right now. We got kids that got slaughtered. We got our elderly that was slaughtered up in Buffalo. We are in memorial. We are in mourning. This is our Memorial Day. And mourning about those people that was killed, slaughtered. And you want to murmur and complain and give a bad report when the Lord is with you. This is not how Israel is supposed to be, man. This is our nation. This is not how we're supposed to be acting. Go ahead, brother.
Sloppy, sir. It's heavy what you said. And if I may piggyback off what you just said, like our Memorial Day is every day. Our people are getting slaughtered in the streets every day.
Didn't you just say something about the sisters that got murdered in your
It was like, what, about 3 days ago? The sisters, I guess from my understanding, is that her and her old man, they was texting back and forth arguing. And next thing you know, it's like she pulled up into our apartment complex. Next thing you know, it was like they just shot her.
Gunned down.
How
people get gunned down?
Point blank.
This is why we're not going to get the good land. This is exactly what the Lord is saying. You're not going to get the good things and deeds that the Lord is asking you because you want to be like the oppressor. We want to gun down each other in the streets and gun down our brothers and sisters. But we was never taught that. We was never taught to do things like that, man. This is stuff that you get from your oppressor. Your oppressor came over here with the sword and stole the land from our Indian brothers, man, and sisters, our natives. They rule by the sword. But we're a different type of people. We're a different manners of people. That's not what we do. But we take on all those characteristics of the oppressor. Then we start to become them. And this is our land. The Lord said, this is not our rest. Don't make this place your home. Take yourself out of this daggone world. Be in it, but don't be a part of it. You understand? So because of that, because of the murmuring and complaining and the bad report, they think that they can't win, the Lord is upset and wroth with the children of Israel right now. And he said, you know what? Because of that, you will not see the good land that I swore to your forefathers to give them. You will not see this. Keep reading.
36. Save Caleb, the son of Jephunneh.
Save who?
Caleb. He shall see it, and to him will I give the land that he hath trodden upon, and to his children, because he hath wholly follow the Lord.
And I can go ahead and say, the water is the Most High for Commander General Yahanna, man. Because he saved us. He's given Israel a leader that can lead us. Save Commander General Yahanna and saved I.S.U.P.K. That's what he did. He didn't drop his sword, and he kept I.S.U.P.K going. You understand? Okay. So now we have a whole nation of people who the Lord is looking to, saying, you know what? We'll give those lands and to those brothers and sisters who follow my word, who does what we're supposed to do. And we get our word from Commander Yahanna, who gets it from the Lord. So we follow these things. We follow the law, statutes, and commandments that they put down. So in essence, the Lord is saying, save those brothers and sisters who are in I.S.U.P.K. Those are people who are worthy of it. Everyone else, you have an opportunity. Our brothers and sisters are waking up all over, and we don't want to see anybody perish without this word. We want everybody to be in the kingdom. But we know that's not going to happen. There's going to be some people just not going to listen. You're going to have some people who just want to celebrate their birthday for 2 damn months, for a whole 3 weeks or something. I mean, you want to see people who want to go out there and show their tail. That's it. You're going to have those people that want to do that. But then you got the righteous brothers and sisters who want to come in here and serve the Lord, who fears the Lord. Go ahead, sister.
I went out to a brunch with my friend in the world last week. Mm-hmm. And when I went there, it's like a club.
Right.
And we supposed to be sitting down eating. And while I'm eating, they got the DJ walking around, dancing up on all the girls. The girls on the floor twerking. They ain't have no clothes on. It was disgusting up in there. So it was crazy. Now this is 3 o'clock in the evening.
So you went for brunch, sis. You went for brunch. You just one of the sisters in the world. Y'all went to brunch. And from my understanding, brunch is like what, mimosas
it's
and
supposed
just
to be something chill,
yeah, you went to a strip club. A bell
review.
review.
It was disgusting up in there. Even my homegirl was,
she let loose.
And we like in our 40s, man, like.
So your homegirl let loose too.
Wow. I was like, man, I couldn't even enjoy my food.
Well, see, that's the difference.
And it was just disgusting. I was like, I cannot believe I got myself into this.
That's the difference. That's the most I covered up with sisters, man. That's the difference between you, the sisters in I.S.U.P.K. and in the world.
You know what was crazy? I had on, the Kasha one sells shirts.
Right.
I had on my shirt, modesty is the best policy.
Modesty is the best policy.
Not up in
You know what Kasha was. Modesty is the best policy.
Yeah.
And there is a difference between the I.S.U.P.K. sisters and the sisters in the world. They just don't know any better. Well, our sisters who follow the Lord, they know to be modest and still have a good time. Them sisters out in the world think you got to shake your rump, show less skin, let a man get all up on you and grope on you. That's fun. But we have fun in I.S.U.P.K. We get there. Go to Passover. We get down. We have our cookouts. We get down in that, man. So the water you sister by showing that sister the light and just being modest and being that sister of Zion like the Lord asked you to be. Those things are jewels that people in the world won't see, but the Lord sees it. When you sit there and sacrifice things like that and you still maintain your dignity and your respect, the Lord sees that. And when it's time to give out rewards and things, you're going to be on that list to get these types of rewards and the things that the Lord, you will have favor from the Lord. Like I said, hopefully them sisters come in, but we know some sisters won't come in. But that won't stop us, sisters and brothers, from doing what the job the Lord told us to do. And it's the job. Sisters have a job to do, brothers have a job to do. And damn it, we got to do it. Because we have a whole nation of people out there dying.
Mm-hmm. May I add, the sister I was with had just came from church.
Oh, wow. Man, that's how they do it. That's how the Christians get down. They just came from church. So sister came from church, had to get it in.
Right.
Hey, man, that shows.
Most of those people probably just came from church.
Yeah, most of them just came from church. And that's just how we always seem to say that church is hypocritical. And people come after us, they come after us about these Christian pastors in the church. And we just know the church don't change you. The church does not change anyone. If anything, the church adds to the fire. They add you to be even more. So I mean, hey, it is what it is. But getting back to the story, man, these are people like yourself, sister, is where the Lord is going to save you and give you the land of what He promised our forefathers. That's what's going to happen. Our brothers and sisters who remain true to this truth, despite of all costs, despite of what happens, we hold truth. I was having this discussion today, man, about just going through trials. And sometimes the Bible can be a little comical because you see the stories in the scriptures and you think it's then and it happened to them. But it's happened to us. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, the Satan see you doing well, he's doing well, and you going through your life and you serving the Lord, you're going to the Sabbath services, you're doing the thing, and all of a sudden stuff just started to happen. And it's like Satan came to the Lord and was like, hey, what about that sister? Mine. I'm coming through, saying that's what you doing in the world. I'm just coming to and fro, see who I can devour and kill. What about that sister right there? Well, how can I do it? You got to protect the hedge around the sister. And then, okay, go ahead and try it. And it just comes. These things just comes. They come at me. Now, God, he over there chilling. He going to classes. He teaching it. Well, you know what? You got a hedge of protection around him. How about we throw some fire on that brother? Or Super Mama Saw. Or even on Austin the Posh. And the fire comes. And you got to withstand that fire. Because if you don't withstand the fire, what's the alternative? Going back out in the world? Yeah. Going in the world to being a filthy Christian? To me, there's no other alternative than to just go through the fire. However long it takes you, just like Job, however long it takes you, whatever the Lord take you through, just get through it. Because at the end of it, there is blessings. Job lost damn near everything. But when he went through them blessings and he didn't defy the Lord, he just kept going, he got every damn thing back. Twofold, threefold. So, like I say, it's almost comical to where the Lord gave us a blueprint of how to attack all the situations. This Bible is the blueprint to life. Therefore, if you just follow it and listen to it and understand all those stories that we said, and all the parables that the Lord gives us, and that's in these Bibles and brothers went through, you can almost see the arrows coming. You just can dodge it. Boom, got it. Boom. Now, some you might have to take a shot. You're going to get shot, but not going to patch you on up. You're going to survive it, but you might have to bleed a little bit. But you should just go through that bleeding, man. You go through that bleeding, in the end of it, the Lord's got your back. You just have to trust in the Lord. And these brothers in the scripture wasn't trusting the Lord. They was trusting in what they saw. They saw them big, tall brothers, them damn Edomites, those Moabites and them damn Africans, and they got scared. Can't get scared. Like the sister, she saw her sister out there twerking. She could have easily joined in the group. How easy it is when brothers and sisters are sitting around you. How easy it is for you to just jump right on in and say, you don't like it, I'm going with the flow. It's easy to do that. Go ahead, sis.
On my way here, I'm sitting at the light. My brother called me and invited me over for chicken. He's putting wings on the grill today. I'm like, yeah, I'll bring you something to drink. He said, because I got to work Memorial Day.
He just killed it.
I totally forgot. I'm like, that just killed my mood, man.
Just killed it. We was talking about that today, man. I was like, it's Memorial Day. Like, huh? Memorial Day? Oh, that's today? This weekend? I had no idea because we don't put it together no more. He's like, it ain't the Feast of First Fruits, is it? It ain't Memorial blowing the trumpets. If it ain't those holidays that the Lord told me, I don't even worry about it. I really don't. But like I said, it's easy to fall into the traps and the ways that the world is getting to because so subliminal. We've been doing it so much that we're so used to doing these things that you can easily slip back into it. But it takes a woman of God and a man of God to stand up and say, nah. And in spite of what y'all trying to do, I just know that I don't even want to do it.
So that reminds me, like yesterday, me and my nephew, we just had a little barbecue, and this gay sister, she came around there. She was talking about, they was gonna barbecue and have drinks and stuff and do this for the kids and all this and that. And then came to find, she was like, yeah, cause it's my birthday. She all hyped up. I'm like, oh, you just killed it. Like, I'm going in her bar.
It's like black folks can't do nothing unless it's a holiday or a birthday or something. Like, we just can't get together no more and just shoot it.
Right. I mean, to be honest, we don't be celebrating.
Right.
I mean,
exactly.
We shouldn't be celebrating nothing, man.
Nothing. This is not our rest. We should not celebrate a damn thing in this kingdom. If anything we should celebrate the death of your oppressor when they die. Celebrate that. Be about that. Go ahead, brother. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's go ahead and finish this on up. Where we at? 37. This is the last scripture.
Yeah.
Verse 37. Also, the Lord was angry with me for your sakes, saying, thou also shalt not go and hither.
Damn. All right, we're going to read the next 7 verses in the Hebrew, and then we'll finish it on up. Boss, you want to take over?
Oh, okay.
The one.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 38 in Hebrew. Wahai, Washai, Bon, no one, Hi, I, Mak, La Pana Yak, Ha, Na A, Yabaf, Shema, no, Shema, Afwa, Ka, Zak, Kaya, Ha, Ya'a, Yanai, Kal, Na, Ah, Yashal. Verse 39. Wasa, Pakam, Ashar, Arma, Dum, La, Ba, Za, Yahweh, Wa, Ba, Na, Yakam, Ashar, La, Yadai, Nadai, Wa, Hai, Lawan, Shawa, Warai, Hama, Yabathwa, Shema, Yala, Hum, As, Na, Nawa, Wahum, Ya, Yarosh, Wa, verse 40. Wa Astum, Panawa, Lakam, Wa Tai War, Wa Tawa, Ha Ma Dabar, Ha the rock. Yeah, the rock. Yum. Saw rock. Verse 41. What? Die. I the wall. What? Die. I marvel. La ya. Ka sa I nawa. La Yahweh. Na nai kai ka na wa. Na I la wa. La ha. Wa nai la ka ma na wa. Kakakao. Ashar to the war na wa. Yahweh. La nai ya na wa. Wa da ka ga. Well, no, it's like wa da kai ga wa. Ayash. Af cow wa. Malai kamafwa. Wa thai hayanawa. Al lost. Ha ra. Verse 42. Okay. Verse 42. Wa ya amar Yahweh. La ya amar laham, la'ah, da ari wa la'ah, da la kamawa, kaya, I, ya nanawa, bakwa bakam, wa la'ah, da na guy na wa, la panya, ayah ba yakam. Last verse 43. 45. 37. Oh. I thought it was 30. 37.
We're going to where? 44? 44. Okay, I'm sorry.
44. Okay. One, verse 43. Wa'adabar la'adakam wala'a shabai thumb watai marwa panya Yahweh wa da the dao wa die owl ha hara. Last verse 44. Last verse 44. Wa ya taza'a had amar wa hi yasha bahar ha hara la par adankam wa yara da pa atkam kashar da I.S.U.P.K ha da bayam Haya Kafwa Askam Bashai Yar Aid Ka Ramah.
All right, that's it. We'll clap that for him. All right, let's go back up to we were 37. 38, and we're going to read it in English from that. We're going to read the next 7 verses in English, and we're going to wrap it up. Alright?
Deuteronomy 1:38. But Joshua, the son of Nun, which standeth before thee, he shall go in thither. Encourage him, for he shall cause Israel to inherit it.
Man, there was 2 people, Joshua and Caleb. Them 2 are the ones who then saved Israel, because they had the courage to go up and say, you know what, let's fight. Look at that. That's got to be you, Israel. You got to be that one to have that courage to stand up for things that you see that's injustice. You got to be the one to stand up when you see your sisters, like your sister saying, doing stuff that's unbecoming of a woman. You got to sustain yourself. Brothers got to do the same thing. Brothers got to see, you got to push yourself when it's time for you to do your job in I.S.U.P.K that you've been, that all was poured on your head, that you made an oath to. You got to fight that laziness that you don't want to do this, do that. You got to fight that spirit. We got to do it. We men, we priests. We signed up for this job. And we got to move. You know what I'm saying? Them brothers who are not in it, just being, just watching, following law, statutes, commandments, and paying tithes. You also got to sustain the things out in the world that you can easily fall into. So you got to sustain them things. Caleb sustained that. Even though he had a bad report, Caleb and Joshua was like, you know what, shoot, I'll go. And the Lord said, you know what, these 2 brothers, from their outstanding courage and what they believe me, Israel will be saved by those 2 brothers. Keep going.
Verse 39. Your little ones.
The who?
Your little ones.
The daggone children in Texas. Go ahead.
Your little ones, which ye said should be a prey.
They were a prey to that daggone devils. Satan took over to them, man. Jumped in them and killed our babies. There was prey. Those children was prey, man. Them Texas, them brothers and little brothers and little sisters and them teachers, they was praying. Keep going.
And your children, which in that day had no knowledge.
They had no knowledge of what?
Between good and evil.
The children had no knowledge of the law, statutes, commandments, man. Their parents didn't give that to them. Well, you know, I.S.U.P.K and the commandments of Yahanna, you have that edge, you have that blueprint to give your children the law, statutes, commandments. Let them know between good and evil, so they would survive and withstand that type of oppression, that type of murder and slaughter, because the Lord will remove them from that situation. If you want to protect your children, teach them between good and evil. Teach them beforehand, so the Lord protect them, because our children are prey. If your children are going to any school, daycare, malls, anything, they are prey right now. They are preying on our little ones, man. Not even our little ones, they're preying on the elderly. Because your oppressor is not going to the Crips and the Blood area to shoot up anything. They ain't going to them hardcore killers, those brothers that got their guns and got that fire. They're not going to them. They're going to the children, the feeble, the old, to take down people out. Those are our prey. It's always been like that. They want them. So to protect your children and the elderly, you got to give them the law, statutes, commandments, that they will know between good and evil, so the Lord will protect them. Keep going.
They shall go in thither.
They going into the land.
And unto them will I give it, and they shall possess it.
Those little ones that was murdered, they're the ones that may be going to our land that the Lord promised them, because he was murdered like that. You understand? So at this point, he's saying those little children that's preyed upon, those children will enter the land before you cowards will, who stood outside and watched our little brothers get killed and murdered. Those police cops out there who waited hours and hours on end and hearing the gunshots, boom, boom, oh, boom. They hearing gunshots in there, stood outside and did nothing. Waited for backup, waited for whatever the case may be. Hold on 1 second, bro. And waiting for backup. Those children will inherit the land. You will not inherit that land. You won't inherit that because you was cowards. You didn't go in. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I heard a new report was that it was 20 police officers was inside the building, in the hallways.
Couldn't take them out. So those ones are going to possess the land. But keep going. Verse 40.
Okay. Verse 40. As for you,
the police officers, go ahead.
Turn you and take your journey into the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea.
As for you, you can get up out of here. Go your way. Go your little merry way. You want no part of this. You didn't have the heart to go in and save them children. You didn't have the heart to go in and save them 10 brothers, those brothers and sisters up in Buffalo. You didn't have the heart to do that. So go your little merry way. The Lord will take care of them, but you just go your little way. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 41. Then he answered and said unto me, we have sinned against the Lord. We will go up and fight according to all that the Lord our God commanded us. And when ye had girded on every man his weapons of war, ye were ready to go up into the hill.
Oh, now you're ready to go. No, hold on, Lord. They want to inherit the land? I'll go up now. I heard you. Let me go get my weapons, my bow, my swords. Let me go. We're ready to go up there. I'll go and chase the hill now. I know you're going to be with us. I'll go up there. Let's see what the Lord had to say now. Because you had the chance and opportunity, but you badmouthed the Lord. You didn't have faith in the Lord. You ain't trusted. But now the Lord said, you are not going to go into this land. You're not going to inherit this land. And now you want to say, you know what? I'm going. I changed my mind. Just like Israel. I changed my mind. I'll go. Let's see what the Lord had to say with that. Keep reading.
Okay. Verse 42. And the Lord said unto me, say unto them, go not up.
Nah. You ain't got to go nowhere now. Keep going.
Neither fight.
Don't even fight. Why you telling them don't even fight? Go ahead.
For I am not among you.
The Lord is not with you. Now try fighting when the Lord is definitely not with you. He told you before, I am with you. Go into the land and take it. I'm with you. You came back afraid. You came back scared. You stood outside and watched the children get shot one by one. You didn't want to go in and charge. You was inside the building and you didn't want to go and protect them. Now you're not going to get the land. Now you change your mind. Keep reading. Now you want to go in and fight? Nah. The children already dead. They're already gone. Now you want, don't go now, because now I'm not with you. Now I'm not with you. Don't waste your time now. Go on to the Red Sea, go on your merry way. Can you read it?
Okay. Lest ye be smitten before your enemies.
Because he's going to kill you. Because I'm not with you. Now you try your luck now when I'm not with you, you're definitely going to die. You're definitely going to die. Go ahead.
Verse 43. So I spake unto you, and ye would not hear, but rebel against the commandment of the Lord.
You didn't hear what I said before. You rebelled against me. You didn't trust me. You didn't trust the Lord thy God. You rebelled against me. You ain't want to do nothing I told you to do. You want to keep one iota of the daggone commandments. Not one. You want to eat shrimp, pork, and lobster. You want to celebrate Memorial Day. You want to do all the things I told you not to do. You rebelled against me. I am not with you right now. You don't want to do the commandments. You don't want to seek me. You want to do what your own lust and filth wants to do. You want to shake your butt in the daggone club. You want to shake your butt on a brunch day coming from supposedly church. You want to shake your butt on there. But I got a sister who do want to be in the kingdom. That I reserve for them sisters. That I reserve for them brothers who follow me. Keep reading.
And went presumptuously up into the hill.
But now you want to go ahead and gird your loins. Now you want to fight. You want to carry your butt up the hill now. Now you want to fight. But I'm not with you. But you're going to carry yourself up there. Go ahead.
Okay, verse 44. And the Amorites, which dwelt in that mountain, came out against you and chased you as bees do, and destroyed you.
But you want to chase your butt in these lands, and now the heathens going to come after you like bees, and they're going to chase you. They're going to slaughter you. They're going to kill you. They're going to kill your kids. They're going to kill your grandmother. That's what they're going to do. They're going to chase you out like bees. There's nothing you're going to be able to do to stop it, because I'm not with you. And they're going to do what? Can you read it?
Okay. And destroy you.
They're going to destroy you.
And destroy you in Seir, even unto Hormah.
That's what we're dealing with right now, brothers and sisters, man. We want the land the Lord promised us, man. We got to do the impossible. We got to do the things that the Lord is telling us to do. Things that you can't see. That's what's called faith, right? You can't see them things. We believe in the kingdom. We talk about the kingdom all day long. We ain't seen it yet, but we believe it's going to be there. Law, statutes, commandments, you got to follow those. You got to do what the Lord actually told us and gave us, who prescribed to us in the scriptures. You got to do those things, man, to inherit this kingdom, to inherit the good land. If you don't want to do those things, and the Lord don't want to give you the inheritance of the good things, you can't go back now and say, Lord, I'll do it. Because now the Lord, he's not going to be with you. And they will utterly destroy us. The Lord is not with a lot of our people right now. And they get utterly destroyed. Because we want to follow after this world. We want to do what we want to do. We got to change that, Israel. We got to come back to law, statutes, commandments. We got to come back to our culture. We got to come back to things that makes us us. Who makes us black, Hispanic, and Native Indian? Black people. We got our own culture. We got our own nation. We got our own nation. We got our own, things. We got our own Bible. We have our instructions. You got to come back and find out what you need to do to inherit the good land. And right now, I.S.U.P.K. and Commanders in Yahanna, we're telling you what it is. We come out every Saturday. We got classes Monday through Friday, Sabbath service on Saturdays, and the brothers go to the highways and byways, propelling our people to come in, letting you know what's the good and evil. This is what we do. This is a job that our brothers love to do. And we'll do it without call. We'll do it with a drop of a dime. We'll do it. Because this is what we've been called for. This is a job that we do. So if you under that, if you under my voice, and you in the Atlanta area, come down to the Decatur, man, 3353 Glenwood Road, and get the understanding of what it is to follow law, statutes, commandments, and we'll teach you from good and evil, so that way you would inherit the good land. You understand? You would inherit the good land. Anybody any comments? Anybody got anything to say? Sister, got anything to say? Brother? All right. With that being said, then we're going to go ahead and close up the Sabbath. We're going to go ahead and say the Lord's Prayer, and we're going to get out of here. All right? Marshall? Since you two are right now.
La Yasharla.
All right, it's real. Majum, we're going to now say the prayers. Father Budam, face the east. We say the Lord's Prayer.
The Lord Prayer in Hebrew, Abanah,
Shabbat
Shemayim,
Wadah,
Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Abba, Watazai, Hayah, Asha, Baratazah, Kaya, Bashamayim, Antoina, Lakam, Cow, the Wong, Wasalakina, Wasalakina, Kawapina, Wala'a, Saba'aina, Baisai one, Abal, Al-Shaina, Ayan, Rai, Kaya, Lakam, Amalakwa, Ama'ala, Paras, Walan Aman.
Right? This is the Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. On earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Sarge, it's your turn. Shabby needs to be seated. We're going to do the announcements.
This is the I.S.U.P.K security announcement. We're the I.S.U.P.K start out 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Room for a new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister come to the school, they are limited for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to set themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. TITHES, which is a commandment, the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. And the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 to 10. My Ishara means 10 in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department of teacher. Priest fund, free will offer for priests not mandatory, whatsoever amount you like to give. The next holy convocation is the memorial of the blowing of the trumpets, not this upcoming Monday, Memorial Day. It's going to be September 25th, Sunday, sundown. Remind Akim and Wakian to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pant, headband, and a scarf. And make sure you Google the address every time you are heading to the school. The address is 3353 Glenwood Road, Decatur, Georgia. It's the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge. And with that, being in real, I might give a rock curse salute to the teacher, means the world. Mighty Sabbath, Mike, Rock, Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Why they said to you in the Hebrew, the Lashon Kadash, may the Most High, in the name of Christ, bless you. Yat Yom the top, me hands down. Sister stand. Sarah, turn to your sister. Give a welcome salute to sister. Many Israel, a mighty Sabbath, mighty Rock, Yahweh Shema El Thah
Yahweh Shema El Thah Hashem Yahweh.
Why they said to the sister in the Lashon Kadash, may the Most High watch over you in the name of Christ. Yad on top, hands down, classmates. Right.